Well, here we are. We're coming into the very last week of term before the Christmas holidays, and I'm sure you are all beside yourselves with excitement. I want to say thank you and well done to all of you who've been completing the most fantastically imaginative, colourful, thoughtful artworks throughout this term. And it's been lovely to give out so many art books this week to those of you who are interested in collating, gathering all of your homeworks together in one place. That'll be a beautiful thing to look through at the end of the year. This week, for your homework, I've got a little bit of a creative Christmas competition for you. What I am inviting you to do is to draw or paint or sculpt, totally up to you, medium is totally up to you, a Christmas or winter greeting card design. So a piece of art that could be featured on the front of a festive card wishing people happy holidays. There will be one artwork selected for each year group. So one person's design will be selected per year group, and it will feature on a special card that Mr Eggleton will be sending out to all of your parents at the end of next week. So there's quite an incentive to make your work the best that it can be. Maybe you want to make it very festive themed, maybe you want it to be more aligned with winter and wintry forms, and what the landscape, what the seasons are presenting with us at this time of year. I'll give you a few little ideas in a moment, a few little visual suggestions, but really, the world's your oyster with this. So, your task, your creative Christmas competition, design an artwork to feature on the front of a Christmas card, and you might just be lucky winner for your year group. From reception right the way up to year 6. Get thinking. I would love these entries to be sent to me by Monday, ideally at the latest. You've got all weekend to think and create. Have fun, everybody. I'm really excited to see what I end up with in my inbox. Cheerio for now. I'll be in touch with you if your artwork is selected. I want to begin by showing you works by English illustrator Jane Ray, who has drawn works for over 70 children's books. One of my favourites is called The Story of Christmas, authored by Mary Joslin and illustrated by Jane Ray. It tells the nativity story that many of you know so well. What I love about her illustrations are the rich jewelled colours, which seem so luminous, glowing, given how she adds lustres of gold paint. Her art really shines from every page of this book. She's also illustrated other Christmas favourites like the Nutcracker. Maybe you know this story. If you don't, perhaps that's one to read with someone you love over the holidays. Another classic she's made art for is the poem The 12 Days of Christmas. Will you just look at those lords a-leaping? Wonder how many of you can rhyme off that poem by heart. It might be nice to illustrate just one verse of that for your Christmas card competition. You might also take inspiration from snow paintings by notable artists, including Frenchman Claude Monet. Now, Monet was a master of the winter scene. Did you know he painted more than 100 of them? This is Monet's largest winter painting, and it shows a single bird, a magpie, on a fence in a Étretat. Notice the shadows on the snow, done not in black, but in a shocking blue. That was really surprising for art viewers and art critics at the time, that he would choose to change the colour sort of from our expectation of black so radically. One I like doing experiments in colour in that way. And while winter may leave many of us feeling very small and maybe a wee bit frail and tired, just like this little magpie on that crooked gate, but the beauty and the texture of his landscape reminds us that it's good to try and find the wonder of this time of year and stay in those wee moments of wonder where you find them as long as you can. A confetti of colour dots the land and the sky in the snow paintings of Russian painter Vasily Kandinsky. I think there's something really joyful about the golden glow of the building at the end of the lilac path. It seems to be a very welcoming destination for whomever may be walking along. Welsh artist Denise Coble features many animals in her artworks. And I love this illustration, inspired by a novel that many of our Key Stage 2 readers will know. Northern Lights, one of Philip Pullman's Dark Materials trilogy, the first actually in the trilogy. This artwork features Lyra, Yorick and Pan. When you peruse work on Denise's website, you won't be surprised to learn that she's been given a special award by none other than the International Wildlife Society itself. Staying with the theme of winter and nature, printmaker and illustrator Angela Harding is another one you should definitely check out. She says that the inspiration for her work is the flora and fauna, the flowers and animals of the British countryside. Now, she lives in a village in Rutland in East Midlands, and her art studio is right at the bottom of her garden. Can you imagine what a treat that is? So maybe you will choose to draw, maybe you'll choose to paint, maybe you'll design your own illustration for a well-known Christmas poem, like The Night Before Christmas, or The 12 Days of Christmas, or even make your own illustrations about a poem you want to write about winter. Most of all, everyone, I want you to have fun and take your time. Let this be a relaxing treat to end your term. You have all worked so hard and now it's time to take a well-earned break. And you know, apart from the art, one of the greatest pleasures in life is to read books together, whether they be Christmas stories or otherwise. Another is just walking and talking together. What might you see when you take a walk through your local park over the Christmas period? Maybe hungry birds picking berries like these, or even a winter fox. Happy holidays, everyone, and please do send me in those Christmas card designs to this email address, share@londonsouthArtHub.org, or you can email it to your class teacher if you've been using that address to communicate this term. Either way, I can't wait to see them.